Welcome back to Florida Victorious Basketball Media Day. Isaac Edelman here with Florida Gators forward Thomas Haugh. Thomas, Gainesville, still your home. Just how is it continuing to treat you?
Yeah, it's been awesome, man. Ever since we got back after that championship, it's been really fun here. Just people coming up to you and stuff that you don't know, and just telling you their experiences and stuff. It's been fun.
I was excited to interview you specifically because the last time I interviewed you, it was after the national championship,
Yeah,
and that was just a real fun interview. You
yeah,
look back at that national
yeah,
championship run, just so many moments, and people are going to continue to ask you about that national
yeah.
championship. Just what do you remember about that, if you could just say it in a few words or less?
Yeah, I mean, it was just special. I think the team that we had that year, and then the chemistry we had to go and actually go out there and win the thing, and it just meant a lot to do with that team. It was just such a tight knit group of guys and super fun.
Obviously, everybody outside of the facility is talking about running it back.
Yep.
In terms of in the locker room every day, how often do you hear it, and how much is it about motivating you guys to do it again?
Yeah, I mean, it's super motivating. Obviously, back to backs in the back of our mind all the time. We're thinking about that, but I think this team's super mature and they know that this is a new year, new team, new goals and stuff like that. But at the end, the end goal is to run it back what we did last year.
What's the fine line in terms of running it back or not? I remember Alex Condon was speaking to the media, and he was like, "You want to run it back, but you also don't because it's a new team,
Yeah.
and the new guys did nothing last year, right? So they can't run anything back." What's the fine line in terms of that?
Yeah, I mean, for the returners, you're always thinking about that back to back, but even the new guys still, I feel like have the respect and knowledge to know that like let's do this again. Like being on a back to back team is really special for some guys, but obviously winning a championship is insanely special too. So they're obviously thinking about it too, and yeah, it's just our end goal. It's always in the back of our minds.
You obviously had a lot of defining moments last year, especially in the Final Four and the national championship.
Yeah,
Just to have another year that you're going to have under your belt, more
yeah.
defining moments could happen. Just how motivating is that for you?
It's awesome, man. Those moments and memories I made during that March Madness run are gonna live with me forever. It's the best, probably the best, one of the best things that happened to me in my life was winning that national championship. And trying to go out there and do it again. So
Obviously, you had to make a decision this offseason with the draft process.
yeah,
What do you think you got better if you had to pick one facet of your game?
yeah. I think my outside game's got a lot better. Being more comfortable with the ball, slowing down, reading the defense better, and just going out there and just banging shots. Making those open threes that I should make, and just being confident out there to play the wing.
Everybody's talking about this Gators front court, and you're obviously a big part of it.
Yeah.
Just how talented is this front court? I know everybody knows, but I just want to hear
Yeah.
how you word it.
Yeah, super talented, man. It's gonna be special this year. You gotta tune in.
The 3-point shooting, right?
Yeah.
For a big guy like you, even Alex Condon could do it. Just, how important is that in terms of your game? Because not a lot of guys your size could shoot the three like you can.
Yeah. It's super important nowadays. You look at the NBA, everybody can shoot. It's just getting to that, being consistent with it, and then it also opens up so many more aspects of your game. You become a knockdown shooter, pump fake, get to your jab, go right, left. It just opens up everything. If you're able to shoot the ball, defenders got to respect that, and then all the rest of the offense comes a little bit easier.
No Elijah Martin this year, no Will Richard, no Walter Clayton. But it's college basketball, right?
Yep.
Players move on and players come.
Yep.
What have you seen the most out of these two freshmen, CJ Ingram and Alex Lloyd?
They're both awesome. I think they both came in with the right mindset coming here. As a freshman, me and Condo went through. You got to work your way up in the ranks. You got to put in that time. You got to dive on the loose balls. You got to do all that little stuff. And I think both of them embody that perfectly. And I love how both of them play. They play so hard. Lloyd's insanely good shooter, and CJ just brings every aspect that we need to that little extra edge.
Two more new guys, Boogie Flan and Xavier Lee. Just what have you seen out of them so far this offseason?
Those guys are awesome too. Zay's been my boy since high school. I know him at my prep school, and then Boogie is just he embodies everything this team needs to. He's an insanely good on-ball defender. He's gets steals all the time. The scrimmage other day had so many steals, and he's just a really good defender and a super good shot maker too. And it's gonna be really great for us. And Xavier, same thing with him. He's just knock down shots, get to the lane. He's super duper shifty. He's a great passer, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun.
When Xavier transferred here, everybody was talking about how you and him played high school basketball together. Have you guys had any moments? I know you guys haven't played a game yet, but in practice where there's maybe a flashback or two where it's like, hey, I was passing the ball to him in high school. Look at us now here in Gainesville.
Yeah, I guess sometimes when we come off pick and rolls and stuff, I feel like we just have a little extra feel for where one of each other's going to be at. Whether it's me rolling and he hits me late on a pass, something like that. But I think he just has an incredible feel for the game in general. And he's working really good with Condo now too, just finding him at spots that not many people can find him at. He's been great.
Let's talk about Todd Golden for a second.
Yeah.
This guy's special. Obviously, he was a big reason why you came here.
Yep.
Won a national championship with him last year.
Yeah.
And now you guys are going to take that next step. How has Todd, I guess, kept you guys in check, right?
Yeah.
Because I guess you can get selfish after winning a national championship, but it seems like this team hasn't. They still have the will to win.
No, 100%. Yeah, Coach Golden's doing a great job of doing that, and I think that starts in practice. It starts in off the court stuff. I think that we had a good time after we won. Had a week where everybody just kind of rewinded, celebrated the accomplishments. But I think after that week, me and Kondo went out to LA, new season. It was just worked out, and then Coach Golden came back here, and he's working on getting those transfers, working on getting new coaching staff and stuff. He's done a great job of that, and I think you go watch one of our practices. You can really tell anybody's putting the foot off the gas. It's 100% all the time. So, what
are you most excited about this season?
I'm just most excited about going out there, and I think being the team that teams want to beat. I think I'm going to embrace that, and I think our team's going to embrace that this year. Not being the ones that are hunting like last year, go get those top teams, being one of those top teams and defending against those people. And yeah, it's just going to be fun going to away crowds. And, they're going to be really hostile and stuff. The champs coming in, but it's going to be really fun. I'm excited.
You talked about the hostile environment. Also, there's going to be more eyeballs on you.
Yeah.
Whether it's because you're now a national champion or whether it's, people trying to see, if you're a good fit for their NBA team, right? Just having more eyeballs on you. How do you handle that pressure? But also, how do you use that pressure to better yourself on the court?
Yeah, I think it's a great thing. I think a lot of guys on our team are NBA caliber players, and I think a lot of those we've seen a lot of scouts in practice and stuff like that too. And it's just going out there and just playing my game. I'm not going to force anything this year. Not going to try to do too much. Just going out there, and I think a lot of those people in the NBA and stuff like that like me for just how I play and how hard I play and stuff like that. So I'm just going to keep bringing that edge. None of that's going to get let up.
Last thing for you, just how much does Gator Nation mean to you? It's crazy because you did so much last year, and now Gator Nation is going to get to see you for another full season of action.
Yeah, it means a lot. I think these fans are the best fans in college. I think that they're super supportive, and seeing all those people come to our Final Four games and travel to San Francisco, Raleigh, North Carolina last year. It's been awesome. I'm ready for another season and looking forward to seeing everybody too.
All right, Tommy, I appreciate you.
My guy.
Hopefully we'll have another good interview session like last year.
Hopefully.
Yeah. All right, thanks so much.